Hey everyone, this is Josh from before. I'm here with McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Wonder Woman, designed by Todd McFarlane. Some might say over-designed by Todd McFarlane. There's a lot going on here in this figure. Let's get her out and see what's going on here. Well, seeing the promo pics and stuff, I wasn't super crazy about this design, and now I'm looking at it in hand, out of the box, and it actually looks really sharp. There's definitely some things I don't love about it, but getting it out of the box, I'm almost like, I kind of wanted to clown on it, and now I'm like, wow, this is actually kind of cool. I don't love this mix of the silver and gold. I think it's a little too much for my taste, or rather, it would have kind of stuck with one. I don't love combining metals. It's a really nice head sculpt, really nice. She almost looked like Adrian Curry. Anybody else see that? I kind of wish there was a little bit more like contouring kind of makeup look on her face, and a little bit more paint on the hair would have added a lot of definition. But it's a great sculpt. A lot of people have kind of said, this looks like this is like perfect for customizing into a new 7-inch Angela, since we're not going to see Angela from the new Spawn line. Can definitely see that. I don't love this blue and red choice. They just look like Starburst colors. They don't look like the traditional blues and red tones that we see on Wonder Woman. And I'm really curious what the heck happened with the paint layout for this, because like as you can see, there's details of like her belly button, so which suggests like they're maybe originally intended to have more cutouts of her costume and show more skin. Did they get flack because it was too sexy, or did they just didn't want to paint? I mean, we're really in starting to see costs of paint and shipping go up, and now we're starting to see basically less paint on these figures, which is really unfortunate. So I started moving around already. Got a little bit of interesting movement out of here. There's actually a ton of movement in the head, which usually these figures with a heavier hair, they don't want to bend as much in the head, but man, this is really cool. I love that. Her shoulder pads are designed to still like clear when she lifts her arm, which is really nice. Very satisfying movement. She has single elbows, which was a bit of a surprise, but I don't know. I really enjoy these single elbows that also have the swivel. I mean, a little bit extra would have been nice, but I don't know. I like the way those are engineered. These gauntlets are loose on her arms, so you could rotate them a little bit if that helps you get your pose just right. Ball joints are well tucked up under the gauntlets, but still have great room. She actually has a decent crunch there at the diaphragm and lateral movement. I don't know. I was wanting to come at this from a pretty critical place, but this thing's really fun. Also has a waist under there, hidden kind of underneath the layers of her torso. This is really cool. Her lasso here can be removed. That's pretty fun. That's a nice little detail there. Tons of movement on the legs. You see the splits, and then they rotate from the hips like that. That's pretty wonderful. Hip rotation still works when her legs are down there. So I love that. I mean, when something works like this, that really goes a long way, in showing us that we don't need thigh cuts. We just need them all to have that functionality. Double knees, her spiky little leg guards are kind of hitting the back of her leg right there, but she does have a lot of movement in the legs here, which is nice. And then, as we know, like the characters that have like high heels and big leg armor, they generally their legs aren't quite as, or their feet and ankles aren't quite as. See, I'm having some trouble like getting that much twist at all. So it's a little tight under there. She's got toes. I don't know. I wanted to complain, but this thing's actually kind of fun. I don't know if they need to make her rack that big. Jesus Christ, it looks like a freaking 12-year-old drew her tits. So she came with this sword. Mine is all bent and warped to hell, but some warm water will get that back down to the intended shape. But yeah, it's a little annoying to get something out of the box and it looks like that. Jeez. Lots of cool, nice detail on that sword. The silver and gold mix looks a little better in this kind of layout, but and I don't know. I think that's because this is actual silver and not just unpainted light gray. When it's actually painted silver, it looks really good. And I think that's part of why I have this distaste for this silver and gold mix, because it's not really silver, it's just light gray, you know. Like, love the details in her head thing here. Just wish that was real silver. And then her shield, which I think is even cooler than the sword, personally. That's a really nice looking accessory there. It's got the details in the back. It's all dinged up, and it's got these straps, even on the side of it, that you're not really going to see. I love that. Yeah, I was talking about these gauntlets moving, and actually to get this shield on her arm and flush, I actually rotated that around so that these like sharp little spikes aren't just getting mashed down by the flat inside of the shield. There she is with her accessories. Again, I really kind of wanted to clown on this. I didn't love the design at first, but seeing it in hand, I think it looks pretty sharp. The biggest thing, I just wish these like Starburst wrapper colors were a little closer to the traditional blue and reds that we normally see. Here she is with a couple other Wonder Woman variants, and I gotta say, this is probably my least favorite of these three. I was really happy with the way these turned out, and I think they're really fun, unique designs that just, I don't know, got a little bit closer to something that really kind of suits my taste. Here she is with the Todd designed Batman and Marvel Legends Angela, just so you kind of compare some of these design choices. You know, there's a little bit there that could carry over if you really wanted to make a new modern Angela figure. And then here she is with a more conventional Batman as well, just so you can kind of see. And honestly, I expected, because they do these female characters, especially the ones wearing high heels, they make them very tall. This one, I think, sizes up pretty well. I don't mind her being a little bit taller than this Batman, because she's an Amazonian, you know. But really, I gotta say, I think Todd's 2 for 2 now, as far as putting out some designs that at first glance I thought that is really stupid and over designed and doesn't look good, and they both ended up being really fun in hand. So I'm all for more. If Todd wants to keep going down that rabbit hole, I'm sure he'll do Superman next. Who knows what the hell his version of his take on a Superman's gonna look like, but I'll be here for it. I like this, and I bet they'll do one the same way they did with this one. They did a different like color variant with some different accessories. I bet they'll do her again, and hopefully it's one that's got a little bit closer to the real Wonder Woman color scheme. And maybe they'll do something about these pins being the wrong color. Who knows? I'm here for it though. This is really fun. If you see this, you might be surprised to find that you end up wanting to take it home, especially if you were kind of skeptical like I was at first. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.